And the first question to you, which place occupy the topic of Ukraine now in media agenda in United States and in agenda of officials of United States?
I think that this meeting between Presidents Biden and Zelenskyy is coming at a time that is quite fraught for President Biden. He's going to have to reassure Ukraine and other strategic partners of the United States that the value of a relationship with the US is still something that is positive and that can be counted upon. Certainly the events in Afghanistan have thrown that a bit into question. So I think for a lot of foreign policy, a lot of the foreign policy community in the United States, they see the visit of President Zelenskyy to Washington as a chance to just re-demonstrate what the value of a U.S. relationship and U.S. partnership actually looks like. In general, I think that the United States is looking to, the media landscape around Ukraine is going to be dominated by discussions about energy security and also about defense cooperation. But certainly plenty of folks in the U.S. foreign policy establishment will be talking a lot about anti-corruption reforms and Ukraine's path toward democracy.
Mm-hmm. Could Ukraine use this very, I don't know, tragic or very specific moment to help United States show that its commitment to their allies?
I think that's the case. I think that the United States is looking for a way to claim a foreign policy win and to try to put its relationship with Ukraine on firmer footing could qualify as such. I don't expect that there to be substantial new initiatives or changes in the U.S.-Ukrainian relationship, but merely a reassurance that the United States still stands in Ukraine's corner and is willing to back that up through additional efforts to enhance Ukraine's energy security and to ensure that it has the capacity to withstand armed aggression from the Russian Federation.
Which importance could have this first meeting, face-to-face meeting, Zelenskyy and Biden, for further relationships between the two countries?
I think certainly this is an important relationship, an important meeting to establish the boundaries of that relationship, to just try to get to know one another and to find out what can be accomplished. I think Biden and Zelenskyy need that time to establish a personal connection and to understand each other's priorities. I think there's certainly some alignment with regard to those priorities. The United States certainly wants to continue promoting Ukraine as a strong democracy in Eastern Europe, and to counter Russian attempts to undermine that move toward Euro-Atlantic integration. So I think that the outcomes for this meeting will largely be symbolic, but will lay the groundwork for future cooperation and hopefully stronger relations between the U.S. and Ukraine.
Mm-hmm. How the risk of this project Nord Stream could be reduced for Ukraine, and what could be done by both countries?
Unfortunately, for Ukraine, the removal of the U.S. sanctions around the Nord Stream 2 project was the price of stabilizing relations between the United States and Europe following the previous administration. Going forward, I think one positive outcome of this meeting could be for the United States to provide a little bit more clarity with regard to its commitment for Ukraine's energy security. For example, we heard from President Merkel during her visit to Kiev that she would ensure that energy would not be used by the Russian Federation as a weapon against Ukraine. and that she would take sanctions. Germany would enact sanctions on the Russian Federation if it were to do so. I think obtaining a similar style of commitment from the United States would be something that Zelenskyy is looking for. And I think in addition to that, obtaining a bit more clarity with regard to U.S. support for this green fund would be another positive outcome. So far, we understand that the United States will provide technical support and will try to attract investment into this fund to help reduce Ukraine's reliance on gas transit revenues. But I think there's still a lot of nuance that needs to be fleshed out, and that could be a positive result of this meeting.